Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is my channel. Girl, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soda steal. He was in a van with his way behind. He's willing to make a deal. Listen, girl, I don't know where that came from. I love doing a Southern accent. I know I butcher it, but there's something so sexy about a man with a Southern accent. I don't know what it is, girl. The tight jeans, a cowboy hat, and the little thing sticking out of his mouth, and him, hey, big, hey, how you doing, you big booty bitch? Ooh. He called me his big booty bitch. Anyways, girl, listen, best friend, I'm so happy and grateful. You know, I wrote in my community tab that I was doing a Q&A, and from the 66,000 best friends that I have here, 30 of you asked for a question. So I am so grateful. You know, I totally understand that, you know, this is a pop culture channel, and there's not really a lot that I know that people, you know, I do see some comments, you know, saying like, you know, it's a pop culture channel, like you don't have to talk about yourself, like we're not interested. So I'm just like, well, okay. I mean, that's fine, but like, it is what it is. I know that I'm here to do my pop culture, but I'm so grateful and thankful for those of you who did ask me a question. So I'm going to answer it, best friend. So I'm just going to literally go random. Okay, so the first question comes from Tiny Ashley Miller, and she asks, who is your number one favorite actress or actor? I love that question, and I've had a favorite actress for a very, very long time. I think since I can really remember, and her name is Goldie Hawn. She's my favorite actress ever. I absolutely love her. I think she's so funny, and I love her physical comedy, and I just really enjoy her. So Goldie Hawn, I love honorable mentions, Melissa McCarthy, love her. Kirstie Alley, she did 2 movies that I loved, older movies. I love older stuff. Like I'm like the type that I just like, I literally search 90s movies, 80s movies, and I just watch them randomly, and then I fall in love. I just love the aesthetic of the 80s and the 90s. I don't know what it is, but I just really connect with it. So she's my favorite actress. Thank you so much for asking. Crafty Lee says, who is your personal favorite celebrity and why? My personal favorite celebrity. Oh, that is such a good question. You know, I don't know, because I have like a favorite singer. I have a favorite, you know, actress. I have favorite, you know, everything. But I admire a lot of actors, a lot of celebrities. You know, obviously, for me, I admire people who use their voice for good. So I really, really love Selena Gomez. I love Paris Hilton. I love what they do. I love that they took their own story to help people who are going through similar situations. So I love that. And then, you know, like I said, I love Melissa McCarthy. I love Paul Rudd. He's my celebrity crush. I really do love a lot of celebrities. I don't have just one favorite at the moment. I really do love pop culture. What is your favorite country to go on vacation? You know, I love obviously going back home to Colombia. Even though I was born here in Miami, I just feel more at home when I go to Colombia than I do in Miami. I loved Japan. I felt so honored to go to Japan. I just felt like it was so beautiful, best friend. Like, I will tell you, I will never forget that trip. You know what I really loved? How spiritual it was, how organized. The people were so incredibly kind and sweet. So I definitely loved Japan. It was one of my favorite places that I felt honored to go. And I just wish that we could have a lot of their traditions, and the way that they respect one another is so beautiful. So I really love Japan. Have you ever met Selena Gomez? I love you. That is, so the last question was from user TG4, and then this is from DDUUUF. Have you ever met Selena Gomez? Love you. I've not met Selena Gomez. I don't know why some people think I have met her. I always get comments like, how is she? Like, how is she in person? I've never met her. And I'd love to obviously, you know, meet Selena, but I don't want to meet her like when she's going to her car from a restaurant. You know, I don't want that interaction to be the first. Like, my ideal interaction would be like, we're at the same place for some crazy coincidence, and I just go up to her and say how much I admire her Rare Beauty Impact Fund and what she does to highlight mental health. So that's what I would love our first interaction to be. This is from Wendy. Sebastian, my love, when you were a child, what was your dream to be? And then as you got older, what is it? Is it the same thing? Love you. Thank you, Wendy. Well, I actually recently spoke to my mom about this, and it's so funny because my mom tells me that ever since I was a kid, I've been doing this, literally spilling pop culture tea. So my mom tells me that ever since I was a kid, I would play reporter, and that I would be obsessed with the celebrity shows like Access Hollywood or E or, you know, whatever. I would be obsessed with all of that. And I would constantly do that. And then when I learned to read, oh my God, is it earthquaking? Oh no, I thought it was shaking. I was like, I need to grab my dogs. I'm in sexy underwear. I'm running down the hall. I don't give a damn. Oh, I thought it was earthquaking, bitch. Is it called earthquaking? No, it's not, bitch. What is it? Shaking? Earthing? I don't know, bitch. Anyways, so when I learned to read, my mom tells me that, and I do remember this, that I would grab magazines and I would sit my mom, my grandmother, my brother, and we would play as if I am like have my own show. So I've been doing this ever since I was a kid, and I'm so grateful and thankful with God for allowing me to do this and to be able to connect with you guys. And that is honestly a dream, and I'm beyond thankful. So thank you for that. So this is from Shelly Buttrum. Hi, Sebastian. I always wondered, since you live in California, do you ever see Justin or Hailey, Selena, the Kardashians, or anyone famous? You know what's so funny, Shelly? Thank you for the question. I actually, I see people and then I think later on, oh, that was that person. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen a Kardashian. I've never seen Hailey, Selena, or Justin. But I do imagine what it would be like. Like, for example, if I ever saw Selena, like I said, you know, I would tell her how much I appreciate what she does for the Rare Beauty Impact Fund. If I saw a Kardashian, I would probably try and do a TikTok with them since they're so into TikTok. And if I saw Justin and Hailey, you know, I mean, one thing about me is I would never go up to anybody, you know? I would never go up to them. I would, for some reason, if we are in that moment and it feels right, then I will. Because one of my biggest, like I'm just terrified is that they, like, reject me, or they, you know, they don't love me, or no, not love me, but they're rude to me, and then how I think about them is crushed. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, it just happens if it happens. But yeah, sometimes I see people, you know, I don't obviously shop where they shop, you know, I don't shop at Air One and stuff. So, you know, my day-to-day life, I don't really see celebrities, but when I go hiking, I definitely do see people. I'm like, who is that? And then like hours later, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, no, that was that person, right? But yeah, I'll of course let you guys know if I ever meet the Biebers. Where do you buy your home accessories? This is from True Family. It's a mix. It's a definite mix. Like, for example, these gold things, this gold thingy, Ross. These are from Ross. You know, here's the thing, how I think of things. I don't think you have to buy very expensive things in order for your home to look beautiful and elegant. I think that it's all about your taste. And I think it's about cohesive things, right? Right now, as you can tell, we love gold. But, you know, these were from Ross. This is from one of you guys that were so gracious enough to send it to me. And yeah, so a lot of my things are mixed, you know, like, for example, this mirrored table, this was my mom's and then she gave it to us. So like, we have a collection of things, you know, and yeah, I mean, you know what it is? You gotta search and you gotta use your imagination and say, okay, this will look good here, this will look good there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I feel like you could buy things at the 99-cent store and make it the most elegant thing in the world. Okay, so where's your fave place to vacation? I would love to vacation in California. Where do you recommend I go? Happy B-Day in advance. This is from Nicole Lorenzo. Thank you so much, sweetie. My favorite place to vacation, you know, I love going to Mexico. I've been there twice. I'm so grateful that I was able to do that. I've been there twice and I absolutely love it. The environment, the people, the food, the drinks, just feels so cool, you know, like vacation, that's like, you know, that's cool. And, you know, obviously, you know, the dollar, you know, it multiplies over there. So, you know, you can, you know, you can buy a couple more shots of tequila than you would normally. And then here in California, you know, I love the beaches. You know, I really do love the beaches. Obviously, you know, it's not clear water or anything like that, like, you know, you would see in Mexico or something like that. But you know, just seeing the sights, you know, going to Beverly Hills, like the iconic places. I think one really cool thing is to go to, of course, to Disneyland, to go hiking. I think, you know, California has beautiful hiking trails. So I would do, you know what I would do? I would definitely do like the touristy thing, and then I would just get lost and go to Malibu, go to Beverly Hills. There's a beautiful Danish town called Slovene, and I love that little town. San Diego's very beautiful. So there's a lot of nice places. I love anything that has to do with nature, but also I love being a tourist. So I love going and, you know, maybe even going on the big bus, you know, the hop on, hop off. It's like $60 and it's a little pricey, but it literally takes you everywhere. So maybe one day you can do the touristy thing and then the other you can just like, you know, go and go all-door the explorer. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is from Christian Battle. What is your favorite Janet Jackson tour? And did you see Janet Jackson documentary on Lifetime? Well, I love Janet Jackson. I was so lucky and blessed to be able to have seen her in concert last summer, and it was absolutely magical. It was so incredible. She, you know, it's a living legend, and I felt very honored to see her. And I have watched her documentary. I'm pretty sure I have. Yes, it's like 3 parts. But there's just something about have been able to see Janet that I just felt so honored. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely love Janet. Thank you for that question. This is from Rosie Calderon. What made you move to California and how did you get into YouTube without being shy or nervous? By the way, love all your videos. Thank you so much. Why did we move to California? This is something that I've been wanting to sit down with my husband and do, but right now we have kind of opposite schedules. So we're working on that right now. I've always dreamt about living in California since I can remember. My husband as well. When we first met, we knew that, you know, we met in Colombia, and we knew that maybe Colombia wasn't going to be our forever home. So one day he told me that he really wanted to move here and to start, you know, a brand new life. And so we did. It was hard, very hard at first, I will say, but it's something that I'm very thankful that we were able to do together. Definitely helped having somebody here, you know. And what made me start my YouTube videos, you know, the short version of that long story is that, you know, there's a lot of people out there like me who, you know, go through situations and feel alone, and we turn to the internet and we turn to people and we want to feel like we're with somebody. We don't want to feel alone. And that's what made me start my YouTube channel, is I wanted to be that for people so that people didn't feel alone and I could keep them company. So that's why I started. And how to not be shy, you know, that's such a funny thing, because in person, when you guys meet me, you're gonna see, unless I'm drinking, but I'm kind of like a little shy. Doesn't mean that the thing is, it's like the first couple seconds I'm shy, then all hell will break loose. But in camera, I don't have any issues being shy, so I'm very grateful for that. Hi Sebastian, were you born in California? This is from Jan J. You're such a sweet person. Your mom did a great job. And what is your wedding like? I'm sure it was fantastic, but would love to hear. I was born in Miami. And this will be the last question because I don't want to make this too long, but I will definitely make a part 2. My wedding was very simple, perfect. My husband and I, we didn't have money. That's just the truth. My mom was helping pay, things that we just kind of moved to Los Angeles, living on our own. We could barely survive, and I had just gotten fired from a job, so my mom was helping financially a little bit. And we actually got married on the day that it became legal throughout the whole United States. And we lived in a room. My husband and I, we lived in a literal room, and it was, you could fit just to give you like an idea, you could fit a king bed, and that's the room that we lived in, right? It had the bathroom, it had a little kitchenette, and that's it. But it was our first little apartment little space by ourselves. We had just lived 9 months in a hostel that was just a hostel of nightmares. But it was also a blessing as well. And my mom, she traveled from Europe. That's where she lived, and came to the wedding. And so did my husband's sister and cousin. But we didn't fit in our room. So my mom and I actually had to go to a hotel, and the night before we got married, I was with my mom, he was with his sister and cousin, and then the day of the wedding, we went to the courthouse, we signed, we did the little, court wedding. Then we went to a brunch, and we had breakfast with brunch food, and then we drank, and then we didn't have money. Basically, we didn't have money. My mom, she like I said, was helping us financially, so I just could not ask for anything. So I was just saying no, mom, we got into a huge fight because she wanted to help us with things, and I was, no, I wasn't having it. But it was so perfect because it was what we could, do. So we just drank at the brunch, and then it was unlimited mimosas, and then that's it. Then we said goodbye. My husband went to our place, and I went to the hotel with my mom on our wedding night. My mom and I got CVS food, and then CVS snacks, and then that's it. That was our wedding. We didn't have a honeymoon till about 7 years later, something like that. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So anyways, best friend, I think I'm going to record a part 2. So maybe the next video is actually going to be a part 2 of the Q&A. So anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for taking the time and asking me questions. I really appreciate you. I'm grateful that you guys want to get to know me a little bit more. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.